Fusion fans, and welcome to the Fusion Fun Factory.
Woo!
I'm James Thomas, the ring announcer.
And I'm Dave Thomas. I'm the senior official for Fusion Pro.
Woo! We are going to draw the entrance for the Grand Rumble live right now in front of a live audience. Everybody, give yourself a cheer! Yeah, because that's what it's all about.
Fusion! 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 Fusion!
So, the Grand Rumble is taking place on the 15th of March at Llanfairpwllgwyngyllgogerychwyrndrobwllllantysiliogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogogo on. So, there's a couple of things that we want to talk about just before we get down to the draw. So the first one, and it's the burning question in everybody's mind, is the main event of the evening, which is the Fusion Pro Grand Championship match against Pequeno Loco, everybody's favourite masked wrestler. And Douggie Mathews, Douggie Mathews has currently partnered himself up with distinction, so it goes to ask the question of whether or not Dick Chambers is corrupt and using Fusion Pro to throw his weight around. As a senior referee of Fusion Pro, how do you think you're going to handle that match? Because there's going to be a lot of outside interference and a lot of pressure from Dick Chambers. Do you want to give us some thoughts on that?
Well, that's the reason why I'm here today, is to make sure that this draw goes ahead without any interference from outside, such as Dick Chambers. The problem you've got within the ring is you can't have eyes everywhere. So I'm going to rely on my other officials at the time, at the match, to make sure that this goes by the book. Because at the end of the day, remember, I'm in charge.
I'm in charge! I'm in charge! I'm in charge!
So, what's going to happen is as before we draw the entrance for the Grand Rumble, every wrestler in Fusion Pro has already been assigned a number. So what we're doing is we're drawing that number out of the... our lovely whatever. It's a bowl, isn't it, Dave?
It is a bowl. Yeah.
Fusion Bowl!
The Fusion Bowl! Closest thing in the cupboard. Yeah. So we're going to draw a number out of that. Whatever number is drawn first, obviously there's a wrestler assigned to it, and that's the order that we're going to run in. Okay? So again, Dave will make sure it's all fair, all above board, everything like that. And the live audience will testify for that. Give yourselves a cheer one more time! Okay, so... the first entrant into the Rumble is going to be drawn now. So the first entrant, statistically unlikely.
I mean, it has happened in the past, don't get me wrong. Some people have stayed to the very end without elimination, have become, the winners of the match. However, statistically, it does go against them. We'll just have to see what happens on the night, James.
That's it. Right, so here we go. First entrant. First entrant is wrestler number 3. I'll hold that up to the camera so you can see that. And that's Brian Stone. Can our Welsh champion pull off a victory in the Rumble?
No, he can't. I hate Brian Stone. Well, you've got to agree, Brian Stone is very popular with the fans of Fusion. He's done it before and he's proved he can do it, so you never know, he might be able to do it again. But like I said, it depends. If Dick Chambers interferes, we'll just have to see what happens.
And, of course, let's not forget he is the Salford submission machine.
Well, that's very true. If needs be, we'll just get him roped in to help us out.
Right, so the second entrant is going to be... number 20, and that's Jay Shelley. So he, obviously, as we know, one half of the... the Anarchy tag team, fantastic tag team within Fusion Pro, held for very first tag team champions as well. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, that's correct, Jay. They were the very first tag team champions.
Okie dokie. So the third entrant is going to be... number 16, which is Mr. Chi. Now, just want to say quick, Mr. Chi is going to be a nice, easy elimination for somebody because he doesn't have a great record in the Rumble, does he, Dave? How many times have you called him out as soon as he's walked in?
I mean, I think what it's going to be down to is not whether he comes into the Rumble, which we know that he is, but I think people are going to be taking bets on how long he's going to stay in the Rumble for.
I think so.
And I think people are going by the second, not by the minute.
1 minute window.
So entrant number 4
That's what she
is...
said.
Number 2, Gustan Las Lamparas.
Gustan.
Entrant number 5 is... wrestler number 11, Krimson Kage.
Sell out, sell out.
The next entrant is number 23, Harley Hudson. In the last show in Llanfairpwllgwyngyllgogerychwr, Harley Hudson put on a fantastic David and Goliath display against Kreaper. I think everybody will back me up saying that. That slam she took, how she got up after that, I do not know.
I mean, yeah, she's very popular with the fans, and she is one to watch within the Fusion as well to see where she ends up.
So, okay, so entrant number 7 is number 18, AJ Hughes from the Fusion. Why did he get a boo? Oh yeah, okay, fair enough, yeah. Our next entrant is
Alfie sucks.
steady on. Number 25, Riot. Next is wrestler number 10. They say he's unhinged. It's Mason Toombs. Our next entrant is wrestler number 8. Everybody's favourite tiger, Reinhart. Next into the Grand Rumble is wrestler number 6, a newcomer to Fusion Pro, Alpha Kid. Our next entrant is wrestler number 1, Ashton Lover. Our next entrant is, do you want to say this one, Dave? Wrestler number 17, Luke Davis. Next is wrestler number 26, Luke Moto. Just to point out, Luke Moto is a Fusion Pro's very own YouTuber. Go and find him on YouTube. Give him a like. The guy's videos are fantastic.
Subscribe.
Our next entrant is wrestler number 13, Kreaper. Well, I'm actually hoping that Kreaper is still in the ring when Harley Hudson gets there, because that would be awesome.
Well, that'll be a rematch to see, especially if there's other people in the ring as well. It could really push the tide for Harley Hudson.
It really could, yeah. Our next entrant is wrestler number 5, G-Force. That's the second. So that's the second. Sell out. That's the second member of Distinction in the ring at the same time.
Well, if they form a tag team together, it could be a possibility that we could have an all Distinction final at the end of it. It's down to 2 eliminations from Distinction, which means they will take the champion.
Yeah. Our next entrant is wrestler number 19, our very own semi-corrupt leader, Dick Chambers. Remember, he's only corrupt until he's proved otherwise. Let's just say.
But he's still corrupt.
Yeah, he's still equally corrupt, yeah. Our next entrant is...
We want Wyvern. Who?
Wrestler number 21, Jake Chambers. Do you think there's a relationship going on there?
I don't know, unless Dick Chambers is being a bit sneaky underneath the sheets. Well, we'll have to see if there's a family likeness when he comes out into the ring, won't we?
We hate Dick.
Our next wrestler is... wrestler number 15, Wynn Williams. Some of you might remember him from Super 8 as he nearly tripped up your favourite ring announcer. So I'm going to make sure he gets eliminated. So there's some bribes going to go under the table because I'm as corrupt as anybody else. No, I'm not. Next entrant is... wrestler number 24, Leon Hunter. King. Next entrant is wrestler number 4, Alfie Brooks. We're nearly at the end now, guys. So statistically speaking, these next entrants are most likely to win the Grand Rumble. They're fresh, they're keen, everybody else who's in the rings, gassed, knackered. What do you think? From being on the sidelines, do you think these next entrants have got more of a chance, or?
It depends who's left in the ring when these people do come out. I mean, at the end of the day, it depends on the stamina of the wrestler. It also depends on the technique that they do.
Yeah.
These people will be fresher, they'll have more stamina. However, things can change, and they can change within an instant out there. It's all about keeping your eye on the ball. If these wrestlers are focused, they will definitely get somewhere within the Rumble.
Wise words there from the man from the action, who's right in front of it, don't you think, guys?
Yeah!
Our next entrant is... wrestler number 22. He is our mystery entrant. Ooh. So it could be Wyvern, it could be anybody. Who it's going to be, nobody knows. Come to Fusion Pro's show on March the 15th in Llanfyfechan to find out who that entrant is going to be. Our next entrant is... number 7, Pastor Everett Teague. We're down to our last 2 now, so here we go. Our next entrant is wrestler number 9, Douggie Mathews. And the final entrant into the Fusion Grand Rumble is wrestler number 14, the Pirate Prince, Joey Marcus. So one of the reasons why the Grand Rumble is one of my favourite events is because it's one of those events where you'll see alliances forming that you wouldn't usually see, matchups taking place that wouldn't usually happen on general shows. So it gives it a bit of variety. And who doesn't love a Grand Rumble? Hey! So, Fusion fans, thank you very much. Our live audience, you've been great. Remember, guys, I'll see you all on the 15th. I'm James Thomas. And I'm David Thomas. You guys have been great. Until the 15th of March, we'll see you then. Stay Fusion! 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 Fusion!